I love how we just mystically appear in our pajamas.
Yep.
All the time.
Well, you know how you are when you first get home. You're like, pants off, pajamas on.
Yep. That's true. I do that.
But look at these pajamas. They got like diamonds on the thighs. I love this little thigh accent. Like, hey guys, I'm fully clothed, but I got this little bit of naughtiness.
But it's like little garters, kind of.
Yeah.
Sparkly garters.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, oh, make it. The smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner, and then... Oh, I can't recall who took them.
See, like, as we go on...
Oh, was that Cole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cole's always, like, doing stuff to help people in this really indirect way. But as we go on, we got better and better stuff.
Ooh, our dragon throne. Sit in judgment.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Oh,
let's begin.
Can't wait.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
I'm ready.
Let's do this. Fear my jammies!
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat.
What?
Chief Movran the Under. He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
Okay, so while I was power leveling, I did this quest that wasn't very interesting. Trust me, guys, it was just running through a bog. And then I killed this guy's son. So now he's here and he's pissed with a goat. So
with a goat?
Yeah, can you explain the goat?
You answered the death of your clan with a goat?
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son. And I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Of course.
Yes.
Sorry for being so insensitive.
Don't look at me.
No foul. He meant to murder Tvinters, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
He seems crazy, but harmless.
Alright, so arm and exile him to Defender, aka here's some... You seem to be pretty bloodthirsty, so here's some swords. Go fuck with them a little. So.
Yeah.
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan, with as many weapons as you can carry, to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something after all.
He loves it.
Oh, good.
We just, like, punished him just by, like, giving him what he
They're
loves.
like, you know what? You gotta get out of here. But I hear Tevinter's looking for a party.
You recall Gerion Alexius of Tevinter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination.
Oh, this
on
asshole.
your own life, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
The apostasy sticks out. What?
These are grave charges.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come.
Alright.
Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
I think you should serve the mages.
Yeah. It's always the best option for most people is to give them to the people. Try not to, like, overstep your boundaries, you know?
Yeah.
You swore to the mages you'd help them. I will have you uphold that promise. Fiona will take charge of you. Any knowledge, favor, or coin you own will go towards the mages' future.
A headsman would have been kinder.
Exactly. My job isn't to be kind,
Yeah, like,
you
what?
swine.
It would have been kinder. I'm like, okay, but, like, I'm not trying to be kind.
But that's not my job. Thanks.
So, buzz off, weirdo.
That got a little heated. Are
What
you
the
all right?
fuck?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Wait, talk to... Talk to... I believe you.
I know, Varric. You never would have kept quiet otherwise.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
You can start by unbuttoning a few buttons on your shirt.
Yeah,
That
do a
would-
few more.
Would do a world of good.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
We'll find a way to kill him.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it. Don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
This isn't your fault.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Seriously, though, how could you ever think that, like, you know, if you were at the beginning of that, be like, oh, I shouldn't do this thing that I think is right now, because this guy would resurrect from the dead. You know what I mean?
Hello.
No, You don't have anything new to say.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Hi. Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, Cullen-san.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. Therenfall Redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
Which one?
Good thinking.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
Yep.
As leader of the Inquisition, you... There's something I must tell you.
You can tell me anything, Cullen-san.
Cullen-san, you can tell me anything.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
Well, it looks like a cooking
You
kit, so
stopped.
don't take it.
When I joined the Inquisition, it's been months now.
I mean...
But you could die.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to... watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
So this explains why I thought he looked sick
Yeah.
when we met him, because he is going through withdrawal, clearly. Okay.
So,
This makes sense.
when we first saw him, he was kind of like, ugh. Like, ugh. Like, God. Why are you asking me about sex? What's going on?
This feels weird. So it's just a little more, yeah, okay.
Are you okay?
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Of course you can. With me. I respect your decision.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
In the meantime, boy, we gotta get you a spray tan or something.
Yeah, I don't know what, let's go get some sun or something, dude.
Yeah.
Yes?
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me on principle. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
You and the Red Templars' leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He committed further crimes, but managed to evade the Order's justice. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
I love how Knight Commander Meredith expelled him for erratic behavior when that bitch was like the definition of erratic behavior.
Maybe because she had a fucking red lyrium idol in her face.
But exactly, that's what I'm saying. If she was like, this man's crazy! Can you imagine how nutty he was?
Yeah.
Why do you think Samson joined Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction. He spent every last coin buying it from local smugglers. Perhaps Corypheus flattered his vanity, gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
I almost pity him.
It sounds like Samson had a miserable life.
The Order expelled him, but he had choices. He could have found another path. I don't understand how he became so powerful. Even with red lyrium, Samson's glory days are long behind
That's
him.
the funny thing about addiction, though. It's everybody always says that you have choices, but...
Do you?
Yeah. Addiction is more complicated than just, like, you choose to do it or you choose not to.
Why don't you just stop? I don't know. Maybe I'm, like, physically addicted to it, jerks.
I ran into Fiona. Seems you have Alexius serving the mages. There's some justice in that after what he did to them. Maybe one day he'll realize it.
I should go.
As you wish.
I do.
As you wish! Like from Princess Bride.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's what I think of whenever somebody says that.
As you wish. Well, why aren't you as cool as him? He always does what other people say.
Inquisitor?
I saw you just trying to sit on that chair and your leg was falling over. I saw. Bye.
I'll
You don't
leave you
have
to your
anything to
work.
say.
Do it! Do it!
Whee! Bam! I'm an elf. It's okay.
It's cool, I'm like a cat!
I don't think that's how it works. Just shut up. You don't know me.
He fights for the people.
I am here.
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
We need to find them.
If this is true, then all wardens are in danger. Even you. We'd better find your brothers.
I agree. If Hawk's given you an idea where to start, we should get moving immediately.
Oh, let's talk about us!
We need to discuss our relationship.
That's never a good sign. What did I do?
Oh!
What?
What?
No. Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
Perhaps another time.
Oh, I didn't realize that was like the cue to like break up with him.
Oh
when
wait, are we
haven't even
together?
dated.
Are we together? Is it officiated? They didn't say.
I don't think so. We never like... We flirted
I
with
am
him
here.
once. Or twice.
Oh wait, no. Once we're locked in, we're locked in.
We're in with him?
Yeah, I don't.
No, that's... No, there's no way that... How did that happen, though?
Because we got locked in.
Well, then we need... Shit, so we have
We
to
need
break
to
up with him
discuss our
already?
relationship.
I don't know.
the matter?
Oh no. What do we do?
Hey, he's the one that leaves a post-it note after you break up, so...
Yeah.
we already know what's coming.
Just so FYI, everybody, don't romance Blackwall. He fucks you and then leaves this post-it note saying, "Hey, like, it's better that I just leave without explanation than stay here and look at you naked on a hay barrel, so bye." And you're like, fuck you, asshole.
I don't know if you and me together is a good idea.
It probably isn't. Would just be too complicated in the end. Let's say no more of this.
Okay.
Well, that was easy.
Well, that's because he was just looking for a fuck and then to leave. That's
Well,
why.
But he's also very straightforward. I can appreciate that. If you break up with somebody and they're like, "Yep, you're probably right. Bye."
Anyway.
It's much easier than some other people.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
To me, how cold.
Can I help?
Something I can help you with?
Yes. Possibly. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Could they be dead?
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
This is important to you.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Alright, let's go talk to Quirky Pants.
Porky Pants, yay!
Oh no, this is just Fancy Pants.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition.
That bitch!
Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
Josie?
You always do find the brighter side of things.
Remind me to call her Josie all the time.
We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
He's putting it mildly.
You're rather good-natured about threats of death and dismemberment.
They are chiefly bluster, Inquisitor. Most of them. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
Discuss them with me.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Jennar still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard taint on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
Man, you really...
Girl, and you're just bitching about everybody!
Actually, it's... Hey, do you want to go up to your room and talk shit about people?
Oh my god, I have a burn book!
Get the burn book out. It's serious today.
I
didn't think about it. It was
I
so
didn't
great.
think about
yeah,
that.
I love talking shit about everybody.
Yeah.
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
I think you're delightful.
Spending time with such an engaging woman is never unpleasant, Lady Montillier.
Goodness. I'm Well, I'm glad I haven't wasted your day. Well, I've taken up quite enough of your time already. Until next time, Your Worship.
So, I'm a little disappointed that we got committed to Blackwall without, like, I would love, like, a declaration of love from a character before we're in a relationship with them.
I didn't even know that we were locked in. It was like, you have to end it. I'm like, what, it didn't start. What are you talking
That's what
about?
I thought. Like, isn't there, like, some sort of...
Everybody else has some sort of declaration of... I think they have it early enough so that if he disappoints you, you can leave him and then romance someone else.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Got it. Because he's a jackass.
He's a jackass.
BioWare's like, alright, so we know that this is kind of a dick move, so we're just gonna get it out of the way really early.
Like, if some girls are gonna like that and others are not, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
You left me naked on a pile of hay, you asshole! Even though dwarves have a natural resistance, raw lyrium is dangerous for all but the most experienced of the mining castes to handle. Even for dwarves, exposure to the unprocessed mineral can cause deafness or memory loss. For humans and elves, direct contact with lyrium ore produces nausea, blistering of the skin, and dementia. Mages cannot even approach unprocessed lyrium. Doing so is invariably fatal. In its processed form, lyrium may be handled by anyone, but long-term exposure or a single mistake while working with it can lead to serious side effects. Prolonged use becomes addictive, the cravings unbearable. The effects of lyrium addiction for Templars include paranoia, obsession, and dementia. Over time, Templars grow disoriented, incapable of distinguishing memory from present, or dream from waking. They frequently become paranoid as their worst memories and nightmares haunt their waking hours. Mages have additionally been known to suffer physical mutation.